My beloved child, have you ever truly considered that the quiet stirring within you, the one that calls out in moments of stillness, is my voice whispering through the depths of your soul? I have never been far from you, not in the joy of your triumphs, nor in the shadows of your struggles. From the moment I formed you, shaping your being in the sacred quiet of your mother's womb, I have watched over you with a love so vast that no words could fully capture its depth. Even now I speak, calling you beyond the noise of doubt and fear. I see the silent questions that linger in your heart, the longing for purpose, the hope that flickers despite life's burdens. Know this: you were never meant to fade into the background. You were created to stand in the light, to carry my truth, and to shine with a radiance that darkness cannot extinguish. I have anointed you as a bearer of hope, a voice of peace, a vessel of my boundless mercy. Yes, I know the road has been difficult. I have seen the moments when worry clings to you like a shadow, when adversity knocks relentlessly at your door. You have walked through seasons of uncertainty, through valleys of pain and loss. But look at you. You are still here. You have not been forsaken, even when you felt abandoned. My hands held you steady. Every battle you have faced, every tear you have cried, I have seen them all. I have stood guard over your soul, shielding you from unseen dangers, breaking chains meant to bind you, and silencing the voices that tried to tell you that you were not enough. When the enemy sought to steal your purpose, I intervened. My angels rose in battle, fighting for the destiny I placed within you. Every scheme meant for your harm was unraveled by my power. Every weapon formed against you was broken before it could strike. Hatred tried to crush you. Rejection tried to wound you. But I lifted you up with a strength not of this world. I placed within you an unquenchable fire, a light that cannot be dimmed by the doubts of others. Look back, my child. Recall the moments when despair whispered that you would not survive. Remember the nights you cried out for relief, the days you felt unseen and unheard. Yet through it all, I was there. Every breath you have taken is a testament to my faithfulness. The battles you thought would destroy you only refined you, shaping you into the warrior I always intended you to be. You are stronger than you know, more resilient than you believe. The trials that tried to break you have only prepared you for the greatness that lies ahead. I know that at times you have questioned your worth. You have wondered if you are truly capable of fulfilling the calling I have placed upon you. But hear me now. There is no mistake in my design. I crafted you with purpose, breathed my own spirit into your being, and set you apart for a mission that only you can fulfill. When others failed to recognize your value, I never wavered. My love for you has never been based on human approval. Even if the world turns away, I remain, arms open, heart steadfast, always ready to lift you higher. You are not forgotten, you are not invisible. I see the silent battles you fight, the weariness that weighs on your spirit, and I am here. I carry you when you feel too weak to stand. I pour strength into your bones when exhaustion threatens to steal your passion. I break the chains of shame, washing you clean with a love so pure that nothing can separate you from it. When you think you have nothing left to give, I remind you of the power within you, the divine fire that cannot be extinguished. Trust in me. Hand me your burdens, your fears, your uncertainties. I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Do not allow the doubts of others to dictate your path. Their disbelief has no power over the destiny I have already written for you. My plans stand firm, unshaken by the voices of those who cannot see what I see in you. Walk forward with courage, knowing that every step you take is guided by my divine hand. And if my words are stirring something deep within you, do not ignore it. Let this be a moment of faith, a step forward in trust. Show your commitment. Like this message, subscribe, and stay connected, for I am not finished speaking to you. There is more I will reveal, more I will pour into your spirit. Stay with me, and together, We will walk this journey to the fullness of all I have prepared for you. There will be moments when discouragement tries to settle in, whispering that the journey is too difficult. But remember, I have equipped you for this. You were never meant to cower or retreat. You were called to stand, to press on, to keep moving forward. Even when the road is steep, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. My power within you is greater than any obstacle before you. I will teach you how to replace weariness with unwavering faith, how to rise when everything tries to hold you down. Do not wait for the validation of others to step into your calling. I am your source. My love, my approval, my guidance are all you need. The world may not always recognize the fire within you, but I do. If some turn away, if some fail to celebrate your journey, know that their absence does not diminish your worth. You are already cherished beyond measure, already chosen, already seen. My child, I withhold no good thing from you. My desire is to pour out blessings upon you, to fill your life with joy, peace, and abundance. Stand firm in your faith, and you will witness the floodgates of heaven open before you. Let your gratitude shine like a beacon, a testimony that I am, and always will be with you. Speak my name with confidence, with faith, with the assurance that I hear every prayer, every whisper of your soul. I delight in you. Every moment you turn to me, every time you seek my presence, I rejoice. You are precious to me, not because of what you do, but simply because you are mine. Let that truth settle in your heart. Let it guide you, strengthen you, and remind you that nothing, no force in heaven or on earth, can separate you from my love. Go forth now, my beloved, knowing that you are never alone. I am with you, in every step, in every breath, in every moment. Walk boldly into the destiny I have prepared for you, and do not fear, for I am your God, and I will never leave you. If you feel overlooked by those who once applauded you, do not let your heart grow weary. Their approval was never the foundation upon which I built your purpose. I did not create you to be swayed by the fleeting admiration of man, but to stand firm in the unshakable truth of my love. Their silence does not define your worth, nor does their absence diminish the brilliance of what I have placed within you. When people withdraw, when their words no longer carry praise but indifference, remember this: I have never turned away. I have not forgotten you, nor will I ever. I see how their dismissal stings, how their rejection tempts you to believe you are unworthy. But listen to me, my beloved. You are not forgotten, and you are certainly not forsaken. The opinions of others shift like sand beneath the tide, but my promises stand firm as the mountains. Those who overlooked you did so because they could not perceive the depth of what I am cultivating in you. Their vision is limited, but mine is infinite. I see the entirety of your journey, where you have been, where you are now, and the extraordinary future I have prepared for you. When the doors you once trusted close with finality, do not mourn as though all is lost. What you see as rejection may be my redirection. What you thought was abandonment may be the very act of deliverance that shields you from unseen harm. I remove people from your path, not to punish you, but to position you for greater things. I prune what is not meant to stay, so that you may flourish in the garden I have ordained for you. Let them go, if they choose to walk away, for I will bring into your life those who see you as I see you, worthy, cherished, irreplaceable. Yet I also urge you, do not let resentment take root where grace should grow. Do not allow anger to harden your heart against those who have misunderstood you. Even as they walked away, I ask you to release them with forgiveness. This is not for their sake alone, but for yours. Harboring bitterness will only weigh you down, keeping you tethered to wounds that I long to heal. Let go, my child. Let my love be the salve that soothes the sting of disappointment. Let my grace be the bridge that carries you over the chasm of hurt and into a place of peace. You were never meant to beg for love or chase after acceptance that must be earned. The love I offer is not given as a reward for perfection. It is freely poured out upon you, unconditionally, without end. You are enough, not because of what you do, but because of who you are in me. I have called you by name. I have declared you mine. No force in heaven or earth can alter that truth. When the world dismisses your worth, I amplify your value. When voices of doubt whisper that you are incapable, I proclaim that you are equipped. When circumstances try to crush your spirit, I lift you up with a strength that cannot be measured. You are stronger than you realize. Every hardship you have endured has only refined you, preparing you for the glorious purpose I have designed specifically for you. I know there are moments when fear grips your heart, when the unknown stretches before you like a vast uncharted ocean. You wonder if you have what it takes to keep going. You hesitate, unsure if you will sink beneath the weight of your struggles. But hear me now. I am the one who walks on water. I am the one who commands the winds and calms the raging seas. And I am with you. Step forward in faith, my child. Do not let fear anchor you to a place you were never meant to remain. You were created to move, to grow, to rise above the storms that threaten to consume you. The enemy would have you believe that you are trapped, that your past mistakes, your failures, or your pain have disqualified you. But my mercy rewrites every story. I am not limited by what you have done or what has been done to you. I am the God of redemption, the master of restoration. Nothing is beyond my reach. If I spoke the stars into existence, if I shaped the mountains with a single breath, do you not think I can reshape your life into something magnificent? Do not despair when the way forward seems unclear. My timing is precise, my guidance unfailing. You may not see the full picture now, but trust that every delay, every detour, and every unanswered question is part of a divine masterpiece still unfolding. What you perceive as an obstacle may be the very thing leading you into a greater blessing. When the night is at its darkest, know that the dawn is already approaching. Hold on, keep trusting, keep believing. You are not alone, nor will you ever be. When you feel weary, lean into me. When doubts rise, drown them in the certainty of my love. When sorrow threatens to overwhelm you, remember that joy is not lost. It is simply waiting for its appointed time to return. I am working even now, in ways beyond your understanding. Stand firm, my beloved. Do not be swayed by the shifting tides of human opinion. Do not let the trials of today convince you that tomorrow holds no hope. Your story is far from over. I am still writing it, and the best is yet to come. Even now, I am moving in ways beyond your sight, shifting circumstances, softening hearts, and aligning every detail in perfect harmony with my plan. Do not be discouraged by what seems stagnant, for even the soil must rest before the seed can sprout. There is purpose in the waiting, beloved. You may not see it yet, but trust me, your prayers are not in vain. Your tears are not wasted, and your faith has not gone unnoticed. I see how you wrestle with uncertainty, how the unknown makes your heart tremble. You fear making the wrong decision, stepping in the wrong direction, losing time you can never regain. But let me reassure you, nothing is lost when you walk with me. Even your detours, even your mistakes, I weave them into a story more beautiful than you can imagine. I am not limited by human failures. I am the God who redeems, restores, and resurrects. Breathe deeply, my child. Release the fear that grips your chest, the tension that knots your shoulders, the weight of expectation that threatens to crush you. You were never meant to carry these burdens alone. Let them fall at my feet, and in their place, take up my peace. My peace is not like the world's, fleeting and conditional. My peace is unshakable, a fortress around your heart, a steadying force when storms rage. And yes, the storms will come. There will be moments when the winds howl and the waves rise, threatening to pull you under. The world may mock your faith, telling you to abandon hope, to fend for yourself, to trust only in what you can see and touch. But I tell you this, faith is seeing beyond the storm. It is knowing that I am in the boat with you, that I command the winds and the waves, and that not a single wave will consume you. If you hold fast to me, you may ask, why must I endure hardship? Why must I walk through valleys of pain and loss? My beloved, I do not take pleasure in your suffering, but I use it to refine you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the calling upon your life. Every trial has the potential to shape you into someone wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. I am not the author of your pain, but I am the one who transforms it into purpose. Look at the wounds of your past, not with despair, but with awe at how I have carried you through. The nights you thought would never end, the betrayals that cut deep, the failures that made you question your worth. I was there through it all. I held you when you wept. I lifted you when you stumbled, and I whispered truth into your soul when lies tried to take root. And now look at you. You are still here. You are still standing. Do you see how strong I have made you? But do not mistake strength for hardness. I did not create you to build walls around your heart. I call you to love fiercely, to love even when it is not returned, to love even when it costs you something. This is not the love of the world, which seeks gain and approval. This is my love, the love that forgives, the love that heals, the love that endures beyond all reason. And as you receive my love, let it overflow. Let it pour out onto those who are lost, onto those who are hurting, onto those who have no one else to turn to. There will be those who reject you, who misunderstand your heart, who dismiss the light within you. Do not let this shake you. Even I, your Creator, have been rejected by many. Yet I continue to love. Do not seek validation from those who refuse to see the truth. Your worth does not come from their acceptance, but from my unchanging love. I am placing people in your life who will see you as I see you. Souls who will walk alongside you, encourage you, remind you of who you are when you forget. Friendships rooted in truth, relationships built on faith. Wait for them. Do not chase after those who deplete your spirit or diminish your light. What I have for you is worth the patience, worth the trust, worth the surrender. And when the path seems unclear, when doubt creeps in, when weariness settles deep in your bones, return to me. Sit in my presence. Pour out your heart without fear, for I am never weary of hearing your voice. Let my spirit minister to you, reviving the parts of you that have grown dry and weary. You are not alone. You never have been. Even in the silence, even in the waiting, I have been with you, preparing you, shaping you, equipping you. And now, I ask you to trust me once more. Take my hand and step forward, not in fear, but in faith, not in hesitation, but in confidence. For I am the one who goes before you, the one who walks beside you, and the one who carries you when you can no longer walk. Your future is secure in my hands. Do not look back with regret, nor ahead with fear. Instead, stand in this moment, fully present, fully surrendered, fully aware of my unfailing love. And when you do, you will see the journey you once dreaded is the very path leading you into the fullness of all I have prepared for you. Hold on, my beloved. The best is yet to come. When you face moments that isolate you from people you once trusted, do not let despair take root. Betrayal, rejection, and misunderstanding may leave wounds, but I am the healer of broken hearts. I see the silent grief, the unspoken questions that swirl in your mind. Why did they turn away? Why did their loyalty waver? My beloved, though people may fail you, I never will. Their approval is fleeting, their affections unpredictable, but my love remains unwavering. Lean on me in your loneliness, and you will find a comfort deeper than any human bond could provide. I am drawing you away from shallow relationships that do not nurture your spirit, from connections that drain you rather than uplift you. I am leading you toward those who will celebrate your growth, not resent it, toward those who will see the light in you and encourage it to shine brighter. The shifting of relationships is not meant to wound you, but to align you with the purpose I have prepared. Do not chase after those who have walked away. Instead, trust that I am bringing the right people into your life. And even if some wounds still sting, do not let resentment take root in your heart. Bitterness is a thief. It steals your joy, your peace, your energy. Release the pain to me, and I will turn it into wisdom. I will take what was meant for harm and use it to strengthen you, shaping your heart into a vessel of love rather than a reservoir of anger. Choose to forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, nor does it mean allowing yourself to be mistreated again. It means handing the burden over to me, trusting that I see all, and I will bring justice in my perfect time. There is no suffering you endure that I do not see, no injustice that I will overlook. Every tear that falls from your eyes is precious to me, gathered as a testimony of your endurance. And I promise you this, nothing you have lost will be wasted. If relationships have crumbled, I will bring restoration in a form you never expected. If opportunities have slipped through your fingers, I will open doors you never imagined possible. What feels like an ending to you is often the beginning of something greater in my plan. So do not be discouraged by the disappointments of today. Lift your eyes beyond what is immediately visible and see with the eyes of faith. My plans for you are not bound by human limitations. I am not hindered by rejection, nor am I limited by what appears to be a lack of resources. When I decide to bless you, nothing can prevent it. Do you not remember how I provided manna in the wilderness, when my people had nothing? Do you not recall how I brought water from a rock, making streams flow in a barren place? I am still the same, still working wonders in the lives of those who trust me. Your needs have not gone unnoticed. Even now, I am arranging provision, aligning circumstances, softening hearts, and making a way where there seems to be none. I know that waiting can be difficult. The in-between season, where you have let go of what was, but have not yet stepped into what is coming, can feel disorienting. But I am in the waiting. I am in the silence, working where you cannot see. Do not mistake my stillness for absence. I have not forgotten you, nor have I delayed out of neglect. I move in perfect timing, orchestrating the details of your life with precision and care. So rest in this assurance: you are held. You are not lost, nor are you forgotten. The moments of your life, even the seemingly insignificant ones, are woven into a tapestry far more beautiful than you can yet comprehend. What you see as a single thread of pain, I see as part of a masterpiece of redemption. Take courage, my beloved. Let your faith rise above the whispers of doubt. The enemy would have you believe that your story is ending in failure, but I declare that it is only just beginning. The trials you have endured are preparing you for a testimony that will inspire generations. The struggles you have faced are refining you into someone who can stand firm when the storms rage. You are not fragile. You are not forsaken. You are a warrior, clothed in my strength, a beacon of hope to those who still wander in the dark. Stand tall. Walk forward. Do not be afraid of what lies ahead, for I have already gone before you. My plans are sure, my purpose unshakable. Trust in me, and you will see wonders beyond your greatest prayers. And when the breakthrough comes, and it will, remember who carried you through the valley. Remember who whispered hope into your soul when despair loomed. Give thanks, not only for the blessings, but also for the battles, for they have made you who you are. And above all, remember this: you are deeply loved, eternally cherished, and held securely in my hands. Each time you choose kindness over retaliation, and every moment you reflect my love in a world so often void of it. Do you see, my beloved? You are not alone in your journey. You walk a path lined with heavenly encouragement, guided by my Spirit, and surrounded by a cloud of witnesses who rejoice at your faithfulness. Even when you feel unnoticed, unseen by those around you, know that I see every effort, every sacrifice, every silent prayer whispered in the darkness. Nothing escapes my attention. So do not grow weary in doing good. Do not allow discouragement to rob you of the joy in serving, in loving, in pressing forward. There will be days when exhaustion sets in, when you wonder if your labor is in vain, when it feels like your kindness is met with indifference. But I tell you this: Every seed you have sown in faith will bear fruit in its appointed time. Every act of love will ripple through eternity in ways you cannot yet perceive. Trust in this truth, and do not let weariness silence the goodness I have placed within you. And if the road ahead seems uncertain, if the horizon appears clouded by unknowns, do not be afraid. You do not walk blindly. I am the lamp to your feet, the steady hand guiding you, even in the fog of uncertainty. You may not always see the full picture, but I do. You may not always understand the delays, the detours, the unanswered questions, but I am weaving a masterpiece far beyond your comprehension. What may feel like a season of waiting is in fact a season of preparation. I am strengthening you, stretching your faith, refining your character, so that when the doors of opportunity open, you will be ready to step through them with wisdom, courage, and steadfastness. Let patience do its work in you. Resist the urge to force open doors not yet meant to open. Do not chase what was never meant for you, nor mourn what I have removed from your grasp. I do not take away to punish. I remove to protect, to redirect, to make room for something better. Trust me with the unfolding of your story. Trust that my ways, though higher than yours, are always motivated by love. And when trials come, and they will, stand firm in the knowledge that I am with you. The storms of life may shake you, but they will not uproot you. The waves may rise, but they will not drown you. The fire may burn around you, but it will not consume you. For I am your shield, your refuge, your fortress. Run to me in your distress, and I will shelter you under my wings. Pour out your fears before me, and I will replace them with a peace that defies logic. I do not promise a life without challenges, but I do promise that you will never face them alone. Hold on to hope, even when the night feels endless. The dawn always comes. Joy will rise with the morning sun, and the burdens that feel unbearable now will one day be distant memories, replaced by testimonies of my faithfulness. You will look back and see how I carried you, how I turned ashes into beauty, how I transformed sorrow into joy. The trials you thought would break you will become the very foundation upon which I build something unshakable. So take heart. Lift your eyes beyond the temporary struggles and fix them on eternity. Fix them on the promises I have spoken over you. I have called you my own. I have inscribed your name on the palms of my hands. I have gone before you, making a way where there seemed to be none. You are not forgotten nor forsaken. You are cherished, chosen, deeply and irrevocably loved. Let these words settle into your soul. Let them be the anchor that steadies you when doubt creeps in, when fear whispers lies, when the enemy tries to convince you that you are alone. Silence the voices that seek to diminish your faith, and hold fast to my truth. My love for you is relentless, unchanging, and eternal. Now rise. Step forward in confidence. Live in the assurance that my presence goes before you, behind you, and beside you. Let your heart be filled with expectation, for greater things are coming, and in every step you take, know this: I am with you now and always. Come, step forward with the confidence of one who is deeply loved. Walk boldly into the unknown, knowing that my presence goes before you, leveling the mountains and making a way where none seem possible. Do not shrink back in fear, for fear has no claim over you. I have called you to a life of courage, a life where you stand firm, even when the winds howl and the earth beneath you trembles. I have equipped you with my strength, and that strength will sustain you through every season, every challenge, every moment of uncertainty. You may hear the whispers of doubt, the voices that question your worth, your ability, your purpose. Do not entertain them. Lies seek to chain you, to burden you with insecurities that were never meant to reside in your heart. But I have given you the truth, truth that sets you free, truth that establishes you, truth that declares you are chosen, loved, and called for a purpose far greater than you can yet comprehend. Silence the noise of the world by tuning your ear to my voice. Let my words drown out the accusations and fill you with unwavering confidence. There will be moments when weariness creeps in, when the weight of responsibility feels too heavy to bear. When that time comes, do not attempt to carry it alone. I am your refuge, your source of renewal. Lay down your burdens at my feet. Let my presence refresh you, like a gentle rain on dry, thirsty ground. You do not have to strive endlessly, trying to prove your worth through accomplishments or exhausting efforts. I see you. I know you. And my love for you is not based on what you do, but on who you are. My beloved, my treasured one. The road ahead will require endurance, but do not mistake endurance for suffering without purpose. Every hardship you face refines you, shaping you into the person I created you to be. I do not waste pain. I transform it. The wounds of your past will not be your undoing. They will be the very testimony that strengthens others. You will speak of my faithfulness, and those who are drowning in despair will find hope through your words. You will be a beacon in the darkness, a testament to my ability to redeem even the most broken places. Do not resist the transformation I am bringing into your life. Growth is not always comfortable, and pruning can feel painful, but trust that it is necessary. I am cutting away what hinders you, so that you may bear fruit beyond what you ever imagined. The dreams I have placed in your heart, the longings that you have buried beneath fear and hesitation, I am calling them forth. It is time to step into the fullness of your calling. Do not delay. Do not allow the distractions of this world to pull you away from what I am doing in you. Keep your eyes fixed on me, and you will walk paths of favor and grace. If you have fallen, if you have stumbled in moments of weakness, know this: I do not turn my back on the weary. I do not abandon the struggling. I reach out my hand, lifting you up, dusting off your wounds, and setting you back on the path of righteousness. Let go of the shame that lingers. Shame is not from me, I correct, but I do not condemn, I refine, but I do not reject. My love is fierce, relentless, and unwavering. Nothing you have done can separate you from it. Run back into my arms, and I will restore you. Remember, your faith is not meant to be hidden away, locked inside the safety of your own soul. It is meant to shine, to radiate, to touch lives far beyond your reach. Do not be afraid to share the hope you have found in me. There are those whose hearts are heavy, whose spirits are weary, who are longing for the very truth you hold. Speak life into them. Be a vessel of my love. Let your kindness break through hardened hearts, your gentleness soften the edges of despair. This is the calling I have placed upon you, to be a carrier of my light in a world that so desperately needs it. And know this: you are not alone. You never have been, and you never will be. Though people may come and go, though seasons may change, I remain constant. My love does not waver with time, nor does it diminish with circumstance. In your brightest moments, I celebrate with you. In your darkest nights, I hold you close. You are mine, and I am yours. So take a deep breath. Let peace settle into your heart. Let joy rise within you. A new day is dawning, full of promises yet to be fulfilled, full of victories waiting to unfold. Walk forward, my beloved, knowing that I am with you, now and always. Amen.